If you weren't born yesterday, most likely you know, and even played this game, but recently in this game called Brawl Stars, where the goal is to go so try hard that the enemy team rage quits, was launched this guy. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is a lifeguard or a trombone player.
I was a trombone player!
But all I know is that he looks at least a bit similar to a dinosaur. So why shouldn't he be in this game instead of this extinct T-Rex? So I'm gonna start by opening Unity, and I think I'm gonna name the project T-Buzz. Haha, got it, because it's Buzz instead of Rex and T-Rex. I'm so funny, ha 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 ha. So I made a rectangle and tried to copy some of the mechanics from that game, and by saying some, I mean literally the whole game. Now, as you might have noticed in my previous video, where I remade Brawl Stars, I'm really bad at designing, and today is no exception. I thought converting these original images into pixel art could work, but after spending a whole day I realized that I'm the worst game designer ever, and this looks horrible. So at the end I just made it monochrome, and as Buzz has chromatic rarity, I added this effect called chromatic aberration, which adds some glitch effects. For now let's just focus more on the gameplay. We got the mechanics from the T-Rex game, and now it's time to get some from Brawl. So Buzz will have 5 power levels, and will start at 0. At level 1 he will unlock attack ability, and at level 2 gadget. Level 3 and 4 will add 1 additional ammo and gadget, and for power level 5 he will unlock star power. So here's the gameplay. You can jump, attack, which pulls you down and uses ammo, which actually takes a long while to recharge, and that's why you have gadget to instantly add 1. And when you have the star power you will crash through obstacles when attacking instead of dying to them. This crash effect was of course made by Unity's particle system. Now I think I forgot to mention that I'm really bad at designing, so to fix that, I added something that makes any website 96 times better, which is the dark mode. But just making the game to fade between light and dark mode like in the original T-Rex won't be interesting, and the sun has a reason to be here. So when the game transfers into the dark mode, the sun starts shooting lasers at you, because
the sun is a deadly laser.
Even though it might look cool, it is actually much harder to not die, just like Dynamite against Mortis. Yes, I know it's very overused meme, but it doesn't change the fact that there are 100 million players of Brawl Stars and only around 100 developers. So if all players decide to invade Supercell, each one of the developers will have to fight 1 million players, which in my honest opinion is a bit unfair. Anyway, next I made the main menu, which is totally not the copy of the Geometry Dashes menu, where characters run around and you can touch them to destroy them. And also in the menu I made the character selection panel, where you can see the name and the deepest quote of a brawler, and upgrade it using your overall score. Then I polish some things like adding restart tab, final score, making that if you hold the jump button, you will jump right when landing, which is again totally not from Geometry Dash. Then added dark mode for menu, which can be enabled if you press the sun, even though the game still starts white. Pressing the score in the game will pause the game. Both white and black modes will now last 100, 250 or 500 score, which are randomized, so it's not the same queue of the themes every game. Then I decided to make some music, but after spending like 10 minutes trying to remix the arcade theme, I realized it was bad, and I said fuck. I literally made an epic losing remix, which I was not able to use it in Brawl Stars, which if you saw you know why. So why shouldn't I use it here? Yeah, it might not fit too well, but at least it's mine. What is not mine though, are these sound effects I added, and even for those I lowered the quality and distorted. You might be wondering why there are arrows here, and that's because I made couple more brawlers. Here's Colt, who shoots 6 projectiles, and all 6 are required to hit the obstacle to destroy it. His gadget makes his next attack similar to the silver bullet in the game, and one-shots every obstacle until the end of the range, and the star power lowers the main attack requirement for an obstacle to be destroyed from 6 to 4. And yes, the bullets are totally supposed to destroy this fire. Next up is Edgar, whose attack is also jump, but he gains shield and lands destroying every obstacle. His gadget increases ammo reload speed by 500%, There is no gadget cooldown, but it stacks. So if using Edgar's gadget 3 times instantly, it will boost the reload speed for the next 15 seconds, as each lasts 5. And his star power gives him a half-second shield after landing, while using the attack, which already gave him shield till landing. And finally I made Crow with totally normal walking animation, who can attack when in the air and he will start flying for up to half-second, or until you attack again. The gadget will slow everything down, including music, and give it this dark effect. And finally the star power will increase the attack flying time from half to up to 1 second. Then I made the settings, where you can adjust music and sound effects volume, as well as change the speed of the music and toggle some effects. I also made Spike, but actually as Spike, with totally normal size, who only appears if you play Cult. And to finalize the game I made couple more grounds which you can change in menu by clicking itself, and some more impact effects and air stuff. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for the game. I just published it to Google Play. It's completely free to play and has pretty much no ads, except optional rewarded ones, because you don't unlock all the brawlers instantly, as games don't work like that, and you need to upgrade previous ones to certain level to unlock it. And if you wanna boost faster you can watch ads, which will give you much more score. And yeah, hope you like it, and if Supercell sees this they do too. And hope you are not against this. I just made it for fun and content. And for iOS users I'm sorry, I never used Apple in my life, because I drop the phone from my hands way too often. And Android is much more safe for me. Apple also literally has bitten Apple in their logo. That's pretty much what happens to your phone when you drop it once. Instead you can play the PC version. It's available on this game website itch.io, but you need to download the files and run the tbus.exe file, and you can unzip it and put the folder wherever you want. All links are down below. And yeah, that's how I made 2 games at the same time using only black color. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to kill teamers and
Good. Bye.